What up? It's your boy, brother SATURN, back for another Tesla testimony. This is episode 2. It's been a long fucking day. Tired. It's been raining and shit. But anywho, today I wanted to touch on perception and being perceived, and my generation, and a little bit of Gen Z as well. Like, it's like we kind of have an issue with being perceived. Like, a lot of people don't want to be perceived, and it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter where you go in life, who you with, what you got, and how much money you got, how clean you is, how poor you is. It don't matter. You're gonna be perceived. And a lot of us, we don't want that. We don't want to be perceived. We don't want people to think of us. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. People gonna always talk about you. They're gonna always have their own perception of you. They ain't even gotta know you. They can just jump to conclusions about you, And I think we should just express ourselves regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna think what they want to think. And I know me, I've had issues with perception and understanding that I have to understand I cannot control people's perspective, like their perception of me. I can't control that. Like, I can't control it. Ain't nothing I can say or do to change anybody's opinion about me. All I can do is come and show up. I get a lot of stares. I get a lot of looks, glares and shit. And for a minute it bothered me because I'm from Paris, Texas, And it's the saying that we got, when somebody's staring at you for so long, we be like, boom, bitch. Like, damn, what is it? Like, what you looking at? Like, but I have to understand, like, some people they can look at you and they can really just be like, enamored, like, by your presence. They can just see you and be like, I wonder what, why he's so happy, And I'm a type of dude, what I'm saying? Look at me. I got on purple little evil-eyed pearls and turquoise and head wraps and shit, very color coordinated, you know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna pull in a lot of looks, and I have to understand that some people could just be honestly admiring the way I'm dressed, or they could just be looking and kind of being like, damn, that nigga, he dressed a little wacky, you know what I'm saying? But the colors matching and shit, And I have to understand, like, hey, just everybody that's looking at me, it ain't got to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? You got to just let people see you sometimes. You just got to let them perceive and have their own perception of who you are. Like, because they can't never know who you are. Only you can know who you are truly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the other people's perception, it shouldn't be the center of our life. It shouldn't be the center of our attention and, the way we think. Perception is a weird thing, and also another thing with perception, it's also, we have to look at, not only the fear of being perceived, but also how we perceive being perceived. You know what I'm saying? Like, our perception matters a lot as well. If we can just change the way we see things, like, people are just going to stare. They're just going to look, and you got to let them. And you got to understand, you ain't got to always have a reaction to that. Because I know I can be like, damn, the fuck, like, ooh, bitch, like, what? But it ain't everything don't deserve a reaction. Some people naturally got resting bitch faces. Some people just naturally look fucked up in the face. You know what I'm saying? They could be looking at you kind of like, but you never know. Like, they could just be going through some shit that day, and they just looking at you funny. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really got nothing to do with you most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's always a personal thing. But yeah, and I feel like, we gotta really change our perception on how we are perceived and what we really think about being perceived. You know what I'm saying? And if you're into astrology, like I am, your rising sign represents, how other people see you. You know what I'm saying? So My rising sign is in, can you guess? You can't. It's my rising sign is in Pisces. My rising is Pisces. So Pisces ascendant. So, you know, the way that people perceive me, you know what I'm saying? I just have to go with that. Like, you know, the way I dress, my looks. I mean, this is giving very much Pisces energy. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. But yeah, I would say, you know, figure out your rising sign, whatever that is. If you don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying, leave a comment below. I can drop some links for you, how to calculate your birth chart. All you need is like time of birth, where you were born, you know what I'm saying, your date of birth. You know, just that rising sign can really, it represents you. The rising sign represents like the way, you know, the world is around you, the way the world receives you as well, you know, how you view the world, you know. So yeah, I would say if you're having an issue with perception, I would say start with your rising sign. Look into it. Drop your rising sign below in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about rising signs. Let's talk about perception, and, you know, if you've struggled with perception and not wanting to be perceived and shit, you know, let's talk about it. Let's discuss, you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for a conversation. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm hungry. But y'all know, if you're new to this channel, you know what I'm saying, if you're just stopping by, you know, leave a subscribe, you know, leave a like, leave a comment, share it if it resonated, you know what I'm saying, clip it, crop it, post it on your TikTok, post it everywhere, you know what I'm saying. Let's get this conversation started on perception. I hope I hit a couple key points. I hope I wasn't too all over the place for you. That might be my Gemini placements. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm finna go in the house. I'm finna eat, because a brother needs. I'm a big boy. I gotta eat. Anyway. Alright, guys. See y'all for the next video. Peace.